I'm Chia, and welcome back to Life in Chapters. I wanted to go over my list for my July TBR. Unfortunately, from last month, I wasn't able to stick with my TBR a little bit. I ended up reading 3 out of the 7, ended up going off, deviating from my TBR a little bit. So I wanted to stick to it, and also I put some of the stuff that I didn't read in June onto my July TBR, so there will be some repeats on here. But I believe there's 9 books in my TBR right now because there are some books that came out this month that I wanted to read, and also some books that I heard about also that I want to read as well. So I wanted to give a quick list and rundown of it, not only explain it but also keep me accountable to stay on my TBR this month, because there are a lot of these books that I do want to finish and read before the end of July. But the first 3 books I'm going to be reading are the Cruel Prince series. I did put the Cruel Prince on my TBR from last month. I did not end up getting to it. I started reading it within like the first few days of July, and I'm already about 218 pages in out of 370, so I am almost done with this book. So I do end up thinking that I will end up finishing this whole entire series, because actually the series is not that long. They're a good 300 to 400 pages each, and that's kind of easy for me to read within the week. So I'm holding myself accountable and hoping that these will be a part of it. I'm putting this back on my July TBR because I didn't get to it in June. So I do want to, of course, finish this month, and I will for sure get to it this time. And I just feel like romance novels are great during the summertime. The next book that's on my July TBR is Beach Reads by Emily Henry. I don't know a lot about this book. I've been hearing nothing but great things about it because apparently after Happy Place, this is a lot of people's number 2, number 3 top books of Emily Henry's. So I will give it a read. It's apparently about this girl named January who's a writer, and she ends up having to deal with some family stuff that requires her to go sell off a place or a house. I may be completely wrong about the synopsis of this, but I like going to these books kind of blind so that I can enjoy it myself without preconceived notions. So yes, Beach Reads is a part of it, another Emily Henry book. So next 2 books that I wanted to read is Powerful, of course. Since Reckless did come out a few days ago, I'm going to read this first. And of course, Reckless. I ended up going on the day that it released to pick it up, and I want to binge a series so badly, so I'm in the middle. Once I'm done with Cruel Prince, I might give this a go after I finish Powerful, because Powerful is less than 200 pages, or about 200 pages, and Reckless is... I'm a little bit nervous because this one's less pages than the other first one was. Than Powerless was, so I'm really nervous. But and this cover, by the way, is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, so if you want it, it comes from Barnes & Noble. So that'll be the next one, and I'm really excited to find out again what's going on with Kai and Peyton, and hopefully we get more moments between them this time. The next book I want to read is The Book of Azrael. I heard Raven-haired reader talk about this book. She did a reread of it because she wanted to see if her opinion changed about it in one of her recent videos, and she did a reread of it, and she ended up loving it after her reread. So I wanted to read this book. It's called The Book of Azrael. It's a part of a... Right now there's currently 3 books out for it, and from what I'm hearing, this book is going to be a 7-part series. So if you want to start a long series, this is the thing. I heard that this is more of a darker fantasy, that you can't really tell who are the good guys and the bad guys, and if you want strong female who's like Aelin from Throne of Glass, who is a strong female character who doesn't take crap from anyone, this is a book that you want to pick up. It's called The Book of Azrael, and it's about a girl named Diana. Diana has magical abilities because of the way she was turned. I'm not too sure about this book. Apparently it has different creatures in it: vampires, sirens, goblins, ghosts, I think also. I don't know. It's an urban fantasy that I've been wanting to read, and I've been hearing nothing but great things about it. And also I've been wanting to get into darker fantasies, so I wanted to read this book and start reading it. So I ordered this from Amazon, and also it's available on Kindle Unlimited if you want to check it out as well. The first 3 books are available on there, and I think the most recent one came out that just came out maybe last month or the month before is called Dawn of the Cursed Queen. So you can read 3 books on there right now, and the 4th one is not set to release until May of 2025. So I wanted to start reading this book because of how because I wanted to start reading different genres now, or darker fantasies, so here we go. And the last 2 books that are going to be part of my TBR for July, series that I've been in the middle in for the longest time. And that book is Daisy Hates in the Great Undoing and Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. So I read the first 3 books, I think earlier this year or last year. I seriously honestly thought that I wouldn't get into it that much because it's just Gossip Girl set in London. But I've been hearing nothing but great things about it, especially if you just want to binge something toxic and everything. And this follows a bunch of 2 couples. It follows, the book starts off with Magnolia Parks, who is, and her tumultuous relationship with BJ, who have been friends since childhood. And then the second book follows Daisy Hates, and this is the 4th book in the series, but the 2nd book in Daisy Hates' journey. And it follows her and then her love for this guy named Christian, who is also friends with BJ and Magnolia. And if you just want a messy, toxic, Gossip Girl-esque, I would highly recommend to pick this up. It is addicting. It is not the best literature in the world. You will not find likable characters in these books. Have I been binging it? Absolutely. So I binged the first 3 books, and then I got to Daisy Hates, and then for some reason I just lost complete interest. But I'm almost halfway through the book, maybe 153 pages in, and I stopped reading it for 2 months. And then this book came out, Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, maybe February or March. And so I decided to pick it up. And then in case you're wondering, these covers are the UK covers, and I ordered it from Blackwell's because I don't like the covers that are from the US, like this one right here, because I just don't like having that, but these ones are better, so I ordered from Blackwell's. And this one followed Daisy Hates. I want to be caught up on the series. Apparently there's 2 more coming out, as confirmed by Jessa Hastings. So I wanted to read these just because I wanted a good time. And also, if you guys start reading this book, please don't come into here thinking that you're gonna be looking to healthy couples. There's a lot of toxic relationships in here. They're not examples of good relationships. They grow and everything. So yes, I wanted to continue this and also finish this as well. Thank you for watching my July TBR, and I'll see you next time. Bye!